I think it becomes hard to differentiate what you think of yourself versus what other people think of you. And so what other people think of you becomes internalized, and you then start to view yourself in that same way. And so if other people think of you in a negative way, you'll come to think of yourself in a negative way.
I'm reverting back to what everybody kept saying, you know, you're not gonna amount to anything because you're gonna look like a refrigerator, you're gonna not fit through the door, you're not cute because you're overweight, you're not like your cousin, so you're not gonna find anybody. And I would look at myself in the mirror and I would just hate the person I see looking back. And I was young, and it's crazy to say, like, when I think about it, I was really young, and to think that way is kind of scary.
When it comes to weight, it can become this cycle in which you want to be healthy and you want to feel good about yourself. And at the same time, you've internalized these messages that you aren't good, or that you aren't healthy, or that there's something wrong with you. And that can really contribute to a cycle of losing weight and gaining weight back. That there becomes a hopelessness that fuels that cycle.
It would hurt, and it would hurt to the point where I kind of developed bulimia, I guess you can say. I would eat to the point that I was full, but then I would throw it up. I went into such a deep depression that I kind of started cutting myself. And it almost went as far as almost try to take my own life. I was sitting in the bathroom, and I had the knife in my hand. I was about to slit the wrist of my left hand. Didn't go through with it. I just remember after, like, I just cried myself to sleep that whole night.
I worry a lot with people with low self-esteem about depression and anxiety.
When I was in high school, I had an interview with, I think it was Hollister, and all the girls that were there were, you know, slender white girls, and there was some black girls there. And after the interview, I went home and I told my mom, oh, you know, I don't think I'm gonna get it. And she's like, well, those places are looking for girls that look a certain way. And it was just like things like that, like a mother shouldn't say that to a daughter. What were they looking for, and why don't you think I fit that? I recently went home, and she told me that I had gained weight, and then she asked if I was pregnant. I was broken. I couldn't even talk to her. I'm your daughter, and you should love me regardless. And you should. If you want what's best for me, you wouldn't constantly hurt me. You wouldn't say the things you say. It doesn't make me want to lose weight. It's almost like I'm doing it in spite. It's almost like I'm doing it in spite.
One thing that's really, really helpful for people who have been disempowered or disenfranchised or put down or insulted or bullied is to find ways to empower themselves, to do one thing every day that makes them feel competent and in control. And that can be something tiny, like balancing a checkbook, or it can be something bigger, like taking dance lessons. Anything that helps people to feel every day some sort of affirmation of themselves